Welcome to the Nine Radio and Television Station. Here comes the news today. On August 14th, the first meeting of the Central Committee for Emulation Commendation for the term 2021 to 2026 took place under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, Chairman of the Council. In the context of the pandemic outbreak, with complicated and unpredictable developments, the whole political system, the entire people, and the business community had made great efforts to overcome difficulties and challenges and successfully organize important political events. GDPs in the first 6 months increased by 5.64%. Major balance of the economy was secured. Macroeconomic stability was stable. Inflation was the lowest in many years. Imports and exports increased. People's living standards increased. The population is stable. The work of taking care of people's health and ensuring social security has been actively implemented. However, there are still some limitations that need to be overcome. The Prime Minister requested emulation movement to be associated with key areas of work close to the actual situation and current developments. In particular, it is necessary to strengthen inspection and supervision because if it's not focused, the movements and emulation goals are easy to be loose, too formal, and ineffective. On August 14th, the delegation led by the Comrade Cao Văn Quang Standing Committee members, chairmen of the Vietnam Father Plant Fund Committee of the province, along with the businesses and sponsors, visited, encouraged, and presented gifts to the frontline forces in the prevention and control of COVID-19 pandemic in the province. The delegations visited soldiers, police, medical staff, doctors, militia, and self-defense forces who are participating in security protection, collection, and treatment of COVID-19 patients in 10 field hospitals of the province, and other hospitals include Đồng Nai General Hospital, Thống Nhất General Hospital, Long Khánh Regional General Hospital, Đồng Nai Dermatology Hospital, Đồng Nai Children's Hospital. At the places visited, the chairman of the Vietnam Father Plant Fund Committee of the province expressed sympathy with the hardships of the frontline forces against the pandemic. On the behalf of delegation, the chairman of the Vietnam Fatherland Fund Committee of the province gave a small gift, 2 million dong each in cash, to encourage cadres, soldiers, medical staffs, and volunteers maintain their spirit to continue fighting against the COVID-19 pandemic. Currently, 24 provinces and cities have promulgated a framework for 2021 to 2022 school year, most of which allow first grades to return to school at the end of August, the remaining classes in early September. The Ministry of Education and Training reported to the chairman of the People's Committee of the province and city to decide the time to go to school and attend the school year no more than 15 days compared to the 2021 to the 2022 school year plan frame. In case the school year is 50 days later than the planned and still cannot finish the school year, the Provincial Departments of Education and Training shall report to the Ministry of Education and Training for appropriate solutions. On August 14th, Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry declared a state of emergency for a month after the magnitude 7.2 earthquake earlier the same day. In a statement on Twitter, the Prime Minister of Haiti says the authorities were mobilizing on resources to help the victims. He also sent condolences to the families of those who passed away. Haiti's Civil Protection Agency reported an initial death of 304 people and at least 1,800 injured, as well as damage to infrastructure. Meanwhile, local media reported that the hospitals near the quake's epicenter were facing overcrowding of patients. This is the strongest earthquake after the magnitude 7 earthquake in 2010 that claimed the lives of more than 200,000 people. U.S. President Joe Biden on August 14 approved an immediate relief package for Haiti. A White House official stated, President Biden has authorized an immediate U.S. response and named U.S. Agency for International Development Administrator Samantha Power as the senior U.S. official to coordinate these efforts. Now we head to the last news today. On August 14, the US recorded a record high number of children hospitalized for the COVID-19 with 1,900 cases as hospitals in the South struggle to fight the new outbreak due to the fast-spreading Delta variant. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, children currently account for about 2.4% of all hospital admissions for COVID-19. Data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention show that the number of the new hospital admissions between the age of 18 to 29, 30 to 39, and 40 to 49 also hit a record this week. The spike in infections and hospitalizations has increased tension between the Conservative Party leaders in states and local districts over the requirement that students wear face masks when returning to school this month. That's all on the news today. Thanks for watching us. Have a good time. Goodbye.